Hello traders, Joseph here again, and thank you so much for joining me on this edition of my Forex market preview. And I've received some feedbacks from you guys, and the feedback was that I do rush some of my Forex market preview videos, and obviously the reason I do that is because I try to kind of cover as many currency pairs as possible for you guys, and I don't want the video to be too long. So what I've decided to do is I'm gonna start looking at I'm gonna do in-depth analysis on all the cryptocurrencies, and I'll just select a few of the currency pairs that I've got like proper setups on them, and I'll show you guys, try to give you guys a much deeper analysis on them. But obviously, so that's what I'm gonna start doing in this video. But before I get into the video, I want to just kind of answer a few things, because a lot of people have been sending me messages on some of the platform that I use, giving me their numbers and telling me to add me to their to my WhatsApp group. And obviously I can't do that unless you go to my website and subscribe. So even though I told you guys it's free for the first month, but you still have to go on the website, and this is what you do. You go over to the website, you're gonna see it right there, WhatsApp trading group. It doesn't tell you that's free for the first month here, so I can understand why people are a bit skeptical, but you have to go and click on the subscribe button first. You click on it, it's gonna take you to PayPal, and PayPal is gonna tell you it's absolutely free for the first month, so you don't pay any amount. So once you subscribe, you're not going to be charged any amount once you subscribe. So you're going to get it free for that month. But like I said, if you don't like it, you can cancel at any time, and you have nothing to lose. But you have to do that, and then once you do that, PayPal are going to email me, and then I'm going to contact you, and then I get your number, I'd add you to my WhatsApp group. That's how it works, guys. You can't just give me a number randomly and expect me to just add you to my group. So but anyway, I hope that answers most of you guys' question. So anyway, let's go over to the chart and let's get this analysis done. So I'm gonna start my analysis first of all by looking at Bitcoin. Oops. Okay, my chart is going crazy, so let me just bring it back. So I'm gonna start my analysis by looking at Bitcoin, and I'm gonna put this on the. I've got my chart on the daily, on a daily time frame, and if you guys remember, if you're looking back to my last 3-4 videos, or even possibly 2 or 3 weeks ago to the post I posted on TradingView, I told you guys this market is coming all over to this level, and once it gets to that level, then the market has to do one of these two things. So the market coming to this level, we can clearly see that on our side we're oversold, right? The market has gone into oversold just in the last day or so, and that's kind of reacting to this structure level. So once it gets to that structure level and breaks it, we are going to see a potential reversal or a potential correction. So those are the two things the market is likely to do. And I mean, if you go over to my TradingView page, you will see the prediction I made probably when the market was around 8,000, when I told you guys it will get to this level. There's no doubt about that. It will. It's what it does after it gets to that level that's going to count. So this is what it's likely to do once it gets to that level. Remember, we're not there yet. But if this market gets to that level, we're likely gonna get a correction here, a sideways correction here, which will give us a perfect buy opportunity. This is where you should be very, very looking to get long. But at this point, you have to be really cautious. Be very cautious about buying Bitcoin. But there's no panic, there's no rush. The market will do something. Once it gets to this level, you will get a chance to buy it. It will correct. The market always does that. So it's either you get this kind of correction, or the market is likely gonna do what it did a few weeks back here. You see there, we rallied, and then the market came back down, broke the low, give you a double bottom here with a 26.18 trade, double bottom, 618 retracement, and then the market rallied. So we could get the same scenario where the market comes back down, and break this low. Gives you some kind of reversal signs here, either reversal head and shoulder, double bottom, triple bottom, falling wedge, anything, and then we're gonna start the rally again. So whichever way you look at it, Bitcoin is gonna go up. The question is when we're gonna start going up. That's the question, and this is gonna tell us. So in the next few weeks, we are gonna know what the market is gonna do. But we have to wait first until the market breaks that resistance, which is around 10,325. So in about 220 pips or so, we are gonna know what the market is likely gonna do. But keep an eye on that. Like I said, you can go over to my trade. You can look at this chart that I posted 3 weeks ago, and you're gonna see you know, the two scenarios. I pointed them out clearly on the chart for you guys. So heading over to Ripple. With Ripple, we can see that the market, it's also showing some kind of oversold conditions on the RSI. Yes, we're getting some oversold condition on the RSI, so expect some kind of a sideways movement or a correction very soon on Ripple as well. And if I head over to the daily, or let's look at the 4-hour chart, maybe we'll see a potential trading opportunity. So on Ripple, what we're seeing is the fact that the last structure that the market has put in is here. This is the last structure that the market has put in on Ripple. And you know, guys, how the market loves structure, right? It gives you an impulse leg, it puts in a structure, it gives you another impulse leg, and then it comes back down. So this market, I mean, you can already see a double top here, right there. And the fact that the RSI is oversold on the daily time frame, don't be surprised if this market comes back down. I don't think we're gonna come back down to this structure, but I wouldn't be surprised if the market comes back down to that structure before it goes up. I think we're gonna just get a slight correction here, and it's gonna depend a lot on what Bitcoin does actually. So if Bitcoin is gonna go back all the way down to the lows, then I can see this coming all the way down. But if Bitcoin is going to give you a slight correction, Ripple is likely to do the same, because this is what you know, all this cryptocurrency, you know, I wouldn't say they're correlated all the time, but the fact that all of them are approaching like a structure level, giving you signs of a reversal, you know, going oversold on the RSI, giving you all these double tops, you know, this divergence and everything, that all points to them likely doing the same thing. They are likely going to respect the structure. They are likely going to do what the market usually does when it shows you those kind of conditions. So it's just about paying attention. So moving on to, actually, before I move on to the next two cryptocurrency pairs, I want to talk to you guys. I know sometimes you just see me drawing lines on the chart and, you know, telling you about corrections and this and this and that, but this is what I've taken my time to learn. I've taken my time to learn this kind of a strategy, which I've incorporated into my trading. And that strategy is wave analysis. I'm sure people are familiar with wave analysis, but I don't kind of, you know, I'm not a trader who is gonna show you guys like, I mean, obviously I can do all of this, but this doesn't mean I'm trading it. It doesn't mean I'm gonna go ahead once the market open, I'm gonna sell Ripple and wait for it to just get, no. I mean, what I've tried to perfect in my wave analysis strategy is the fact that, you know, in wave analysis, every time the market, so let me just give you an example. So in wave analysis, every time the market makes an impulse leg, it always gives you a correction, either 1 2 3 4 5, or either 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5, a flat wave, a running flat, a regular flat. It gives it all different. This kind of correction can be really, really complex. So my strategy, what I've taken my time to do is I've taken my time to learn and the characteristics and the behavior of each and every type of correction. And the reason I do that is because every time the market makes the wave, the impulse, that gives you a correction, and it makes another impulse. This is where all the money is, guys. This is where you make the money in trading. You don't make the money when the market is in correction, unless you have a strategy that trades correction, which I do, which is advanced pattern. But I've taken my time to learn both ways, how to trade the correction and how to trade these impulses. And what I've done is I studied every single one of these corrections, and I know exactly when the market is about to make this, when the market is making this kind of impulse list. And now it may seem like something impossible, but trust me, guys, it is possible to be able to know when that's going to happen. So let me show you guys the last last 10 trades that I've posted on TradingView. You can go, I'm only going to show you a few of them, but if you have time, go over and check them out, and you're going to see the last trades that I posted showing this kind of strategy. About 80% of the time, I've predicted accurately and correctly when that move is going to happen. Even though some people will question and say, oh no, that's not going to happen. But let me just show you. So head over. You see this, that I did, you know, some of the title that we don't pay too much attention to that. But anyway, look at this. So we have a correction here on this market. How do I know exactly that this market, from this point onwards, we're going to head over without any, we're just going to head over. So click on the play button. You're going to see what happened. You see what happened? The market went straight up, right? This one, we're not there yet. Obviously I didn't get that. The market is kind of just giving you more correction here, but eventually we are going to go to the top. So that one wasn't perfect. How about this one? Bitcoin. When I posted this, a lot of people sent me a comment, oh no, it's not gonna happen, not yet, not yet, what are you smoking, and things like that. But why don't you click on the play button? You see what happened? Straight away the market, because I know exactly, I understand this kind of corrections. I know when the correction is gonna end. I know when the market is gonna make that move. I'm predicting it with certain degree of accuracy. This is the kind of trades that I give to my traders on my WhatsApp trading group. I mean, I post a few trades on TradingView, but I post a lot of trades to my traders. My traders get every single one of them. So one more, let me show you one more example again. How do I know exactly this market is going to rally to the top of that? Look at that. Went over, hit the target. Because I understand all these corrections. That's what I've made an effort to do, to study all these corrections. But I trade these along with so many other strategies in my WhatsApp trading group. So it's got to the point where, you know, they get about 2-3 trades on a daily basis. And I only post about once or twice, maybe 3 times a week on TradingView. So you see the difference and the parallels. I look after the people that in my traders. So anyway, enough talking. Let's head over to the next cryptocurrency pair, which is Ethereum. So Ethereum is probably the only one that hasn't really shown any kind of sign of letting up. I mean, it's just going up in a straight line, and we've already broken a couple of structures on the way. So just looking at this movement here, we have this here, you know, just following the market, and we got one structure here, we got a second one here, and Ethereum has broken both of these structures. Now what's going to happen? Is this going to continue to go up? Yeah, it's likely going to do that. But the fact that we are already oversold on the RSI with broken structure, you see that? It's clearly oversold. So expect a correction as well from Ethereum. Very soon expect a correction. I don't think we're going to come back down like Bitcoin all the way down there. I think we're just going to get just a correction here, and then the market goes up. So you have to be very cautious if you're trading the cryptocurrency. You are likely to get some kind of a correction in the next coming days. So moving over to pound. I've got there's a very important you know, this is gonna actually illustrate the point I was trying to make on kind of understanding, you know, market movement, understanding how these corrections work, and understanding how to make money. Like, okay, so let me just point out a couple of levels for you guys here. So we got this range here where the market has kind of set up a very important structure level, right? So we had an impulse leg here. The market with this structure level, we've broken out of that structure level. Now we're coming back into that impulse leg. Let me tell you the next 2 steps at this time. Okay, I would actually tell you the next 4 steps. 2 steps that it's definitely gonna happen, and the other 2 steps, the market is gonna do one of those 2. Yeah. So this is what's gonna happen next. This market is gonna head over to this low here, and then the market is gonna rally back here. So now after rallying back here, the market is either gonna do 2 things. It's either gonna reverse and completely starts going down, which gives you a head and shoulders right there, or this market is likely gonna just give you some kind of a correction here. You're getting a correction here, and then it's gonna take off. But this first and the second step is going to happen. But how do I know it's going to happen? Because I understand all these corrections. I understand how this market behave, and I'll show you an example on that. Head over to my TradingView page, and then I'll show you guys a similar example. So this is a similar example that I've pointed out, right? You see that? This is a carbon copy of the trader chart that I showed you. And what happened here? The market did come back to the low, rallied. In this case, the market kind of completed the head and shoulders, did try to go back down, but then it didn't, and then it rallied up. Now we're seeing the market is taking off, right? But the market will go back to that structure level. It will go back to that structure level. Let me also show you an example of this kind of same strategy where the market went the opposite way on the pound yen. So bring over to the pound yen. So looking at the pound yen, oops, I still got my drawing tools. So I've got the pound yen here, and I'm actually going to go on a lower time frame. I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame. So even though this correction is not really the same correction, but look at what happened here, right? We had a rally, a correction here, the market broke out, came back down to that level, rallied, completed the head and shoulders, and then it's reversed. Now we're going down. So the market could do either way, but this step will happen, coming back down to the low and rallying back up to the right shoulder, to the left shoulder region. It will do that. It's what it does after that. That is anybody's guess. That one you can't really predict that. You can predict these two, but you can just wait and see the signs that the market is going to give you before you trade it. So on the next one I'm gonna look at, I'll do a couple more currency pairs and then we call it a day. So the next one is the Aussie dollar. So looking at the Aussie dollar, I don't know if you guys remember my last couple of videos that I made where I told you guys the Aussie dollar has approached a very important structure level here. So we had a structure level here, and I then identified this structure level, and I went on to the lower time frame, and I told you guys that pay attention to this setup here. The market is making a reversal setup here, so we're either gonna get two things. It's either the market is gonna rally and keep rallying, or the market is gonna rally, come back down and make one more low. Just go over, watch my last video, and you're gonna see this is the exact words I'm taking out from my last video. Rally, come back to make one more low, and after we make the low, I did tell you that we're gonna get a bullish divergence on the RSI, right? So let's go over to a higher time frame. Bring in our RSI. And what do you see here, guys? Bullish divergence. Now does that mean you should go ahead and take a trade? Not quite yet. I mean, there's still a couple of things that you still need to, because remember, this is going to be a it's a long-term trade. If you take this trade, you're keeping it all the way to, let me show you guys where you're going to keep this trade to. If you take this trade here, the market is going all the way to these highs at least. So that's over 300 pips. Yeah? But drop it down to your trading time frame, 30 minutes. Let's go to the 30 minutes or the 50 minutes. 30-minute chart. We can see the market has already put in a reverse head and shoulders, right? So we got a reversal structure here, a bullish divergence, oversold conditions, major structure level. All these ones are recipes, are old recipes for the market for a very big bullish move coming ahead. So if you know how to trade this is going to be a very good trading opportunity. Once the market rallies, break that support that structure level there, take the trade and keep it. So the last one I'm going to touch on is the gold, and on gold is I've just got an advanced pattern that I'll show you guys on gold. So looking at gold on the 4-hour chart, we've got a potential bearish advanced pattern setting up, and it's a bearish godly pattern. So we got the X to A leg here, got the market coming into the 618 retracement, and expect this market to rally and complete the advanced pattern at the 127 extension. Before we're likely gonna get a move back down. I think gold is gonna make a move down very soon. So there you go. If you get any kind of like any buy setup on the lower time frame, take it, because I think we're going high. I don't think we're gonna we could break the top, but I think we're gonna go high to that level, at least 1600. So this is it, guys. I think I'm gonna stop the video now, and I want to thank you guys for your continued support. I really appreciate your support, guys, and keep supporting. I really want to reach a lot of traders because there's so many people out there that just show you guys things that don't really work, and like with my strategy, you can go and have a look. You know, just go through all my charts and trading. Just follow me on TradingView, and you're gonna see it for yourself. And I keep saying it. Last week I came in, I said, oh no, those people that haven't been following me on TradingView have missed out a lot. And exactly, I mean, a lot of people did sign up, which I appreciate it, and they can tell you guys what they've been through this week alone. So yeah, this is what you're gonna get. So like I said, if you like this video, just hit the thumbs up, you know, like it, share it, and even better, subscribe to my channel, guys, and I'll make sure I keep giving you contents, keep being consistent for you guys. So thank you so much, and I wish you a good trading week. Until next time.